ជំរាបសួរប្រិមត្តរៀន podcast បើត្រឡប់មកវិញជាមួយនឹង episode ពិសេសមួយទៀតបាទថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំមានភ្ញៀវកិត្តិយសមួយរូបដែលមិននឹកស្មានថាគាត់បានចូលរួមទេហើយបងប្អូនប្រកាសជាធ្លាប់ឃើញវីដេអូគាត់ហើយនៅលើបណ្ដាញសង្គមជាមួយនឹង Nelly ហើយយើងទៅជួបគាត់តែម្ដងទៅបាទសប្បាយពេកនិយាយជាប់មាត់បាទគឺ Mac បាទ China Mac TV ជំរាបសួរ you know this right
Yeah, I know this.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. What do you?
ជំរាបសួរ
Jumripso.
Yes ជំរាបសួរ
Jumripso.
Yes
Okay.
Yeah that's
Jumripso.
Yes ជំរាបសួរ very fast learner
Yeah.
Well, for the start, thank you for the visit, to the borders during this time. To be honest, I would not expect any creator would dare going that far.
Mm-hmm.
And also appreciate the fact that you reflect your perspective on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Well, allow us to see what's going on over there. And then also, something that we as citizens would appreciate that somebody would tell that story from that perspective,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm not here to say who's in the right, who's in the wrong. It's not our job, but let's focus on the podcast today.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier, is I want Cambodian people to know you more in terms of who is Mac and what you've been doing, and also like I'm also a viewers, I'm a fans. I saw your works, I know who you are, but I think for the audience who are listening to the podcast, locally here, they might like see your video, but I want them to understand more what led you to making this type of content, right? Can you explain a little bit how did you start making content in the first place?
I started my YouTube channel because I was making music. I started off as a rapper. Yeah. And then so I was going viral as a rapper, and then I made my YouTube channel, but then I started saying that I need to make content as well as music. So at first I was just posting music videos, and then after about, I don't know, a couple years of that, I started making content. And the first piece of content that I made was a show called Mac Eats, and that's where like I just went around New York trying all types of foods, and then that got some success and got some notoriety, and then I just started building my YouTube channel from there. Just started trying different things and becoming like a full-on content creator versus a rapper. And yeah, that's how I got started.
Wow, did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow, are you still doing business with music, or no longer, or is it just a hobby?
Well, I haven't done it in a while, but I'm planning on doing it some more if it's called for, so I do have that kind of in plan, but
yeah,
not right now.
Yeah, because in your video you travel to many countries.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, probably like the places where people would not go.
Mm-hmm.
And why? Like say, like we talked earlier about Taiwan, right? You went to Taiwan, and then Taiwan is like something that we would say, oh, go there for tourists. But then you did something about gangs there, and definitely it's not an easy thing to sort of be a part of that situation and then film the whole things, and then you of course censor some of them out because of for their safety, right? I respect a lot for doing that type of story. Like what's in your mind when you're doing that type of content though?
So the type of content creator I am is I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I want to do something else. So like even recently I went to Bali.
Yeah.
And the content there is like beach, but I didn't even do anything on the beach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I went to the beach, but I didn't even turn my camera on because that's not what I want. I want to get the story that I want to tap in with the people, So normally when I go into a city, what I do is I'll get a hotel, and the hotel would probably sometimes most times would be a nice hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And then or sometimes I'll get like a regular hotel.
Yeah.
I don't really care, but what I like to do is get a nice hotel, right? And then when I leave the hotel, I don't want to stay in the area. I want to go where the locals are. I want to go and see where the struggle is. I want to go tap into the story where it's not told. You know, like I don't want to get the fancy, the polished story. I want to get the story that's not told, the raw story. This just something that's just so raw and just so like a
unheard of, right?
Yeah, unheard of, you know? So that's what I like to do. That's what really makes me tick as a content creator, you know? So yeah, when I go to these places, I look for the raw story. I look for the story that nobody is even paying attention to until I put the light on it. And then people's like, "Oh, I never even knew that." And that's like the aha.
That's what got me too.
That's what really like, you know, makes me tick as a content creator. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I don't want to go like I stopped making the food videos because it was just like everybody's doing it and it's just going. We're just all recycling the same place, and like you go to this pizza spot, but 20 other people went to this pizza place, or you go to this place, and it's just like the same shit over and over and over again. And I kind of got tired of that, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to do something where it's just like, oh, nobody got this one. And I'm actually teaching people, and people are actually like learning things and finding out like, oh, this is a whole nother thing. Like this is a whole nother culture I've never heard of. This is a whole type of mindset that I never even heard of. This is a whole type of lifestyle that I never even seen. That's what makes me like, oh, like this is fun. You know what I'm saying? When it's not fun, it's just doing stuff. Just, oh, this person did it. He got 1 million views, so I'll do it too, and at least I'll get something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
No, I don't want to do that because it's like everybody's just following this person. Like, oh, this person is going viral, so everybody just go over here. No, I rather like find the person that's not viral and possibly make that person viral, and just like be the first one to capture that story and use my eye to like, oh no, this is the story. So yeah, that's what really like that's what makes me. It's what makes me happy, you know.
Yeah. I can tell. Like the case you raised earlier is called view chasing. You're chasing the views only just because you know they're probably something that they're happy with. But also to connect to your story related to making somebody who's not viral becoming viral, like what you did for Nelly. But I mean, before we jump to Nelly's story, there was a little twist there as well. Because in your video, you said that you're going to leave today, but then you pray and then God answered that you wanted to stay a little longer.
Yeah.
And then you met her the next day. Am I correct or not?
Yeah. Right.
Like what if that day you did not pray? And what if you would have just, left?
Yeah, that just gave me goosebumps.
Yeah. Like you see, I saw the whole videos. There's this plot twist there. It's not like a plot twist, like a turning point of the video. That is something I would say a scripted video would not have. The unexpected, the anticipation of like what's next. You cannot imagine, right?
Right.
But if you go look again in your video, just that part alone, when you say that, yeah, I'm gonna leave today, flying out, but then you know what, I prayed last night and I'm gonna stay. That got me, I'm like, wow, that cost to that, right? And share me a little bit of how that happens,
So, well, I'm gonna go back a little bit. So when I went to, as you know, I went to Thailand first.
Yes.
So when I went to Thailand, I had my friend Pixie.
Yeah.
I called her and I said, hey, I see something going on in Thailand. I would love to go there and, support the people and capture the moment and the stories. And she said, you're crazy, but she said, okay, I'll help you. So at first she said that, she wasn't going to come, but then she was just going to help me find the driver. So she said, I'll find the driver, and she connected everything. But when I got to Thailand, she decided to come with me. So, and then at the end, after Thailand, I said I want to go to Cambodia because this is just not right for me to get one side of the story. And and these people are talking about Cambodian people in Cambodia. So I don't want to just come off like I'm supporting just one side, so I want to come and get this side too. So I was actually going to go back home from Thailand. I wasn't planning on going to Cambodia, but after seeing what I saw little by little, I would just push me towards, okay, I'm going to Cambodia. So the next morning, instead of going back home from Thailand, I flew to Cambodia. I flew to Siem Reap. Now, when I got to Siem Reap, I didn't know anybody. I didn't have nobody to call. I didn't have a friend to be like, hey, this is what I want to do. Support me. So I just prayed before going there. And I said, God, just help me figure this out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to put it on you. And you just guide me. And I I was very confident in that. Like, I just went, and everybody was like, what are you about to do? Who are you going to meet? I was like, I don't know, but I'm going to find something, because my heart is in a place where it's a good place right now. So the universe will guide me to where I need to go. Right. So whenever you have that feeling, whenever I have that feeling, I'm just like, I just know. Right. And so when I got to Siem Reap, I just walked around. I didn't show this part because it's just like kind of, obviously. But I was just walking around and just talking to people and just like, talking. And I walked around for hours. The first day I got there, as soon as I put my bags down, I was like, okay, I need to find somebody to take me up to this place. And at first, nobody was cracking. Like, everybody was like, we don't even want to talk to you about that. Go where? Go, So little by little, I'm just walking around the street, just walking, talking to drivers. They're coming up to me. So I'm just talking to people, boom, boom, boom. And then I talked to somebody, and I told them what I'm trying to do. And they said, let me see a driver. Maybe this driver. A lot of drivers don't want to do that. This is like something crazy you're talking about. But let me see. So we exchanged WhatsApp. I went back to the hotel, and I was pretty confident about this. I don't know why. And then within an hour, a driver came to talk to me, and I'm explaining to this driver what I want. And he said, okay, I'll pick you up in the morning, 5 a.m. So I said, okay. So I was like, here we go. Thank you. I kind of knew it was going to happen. I was like, all right, cool. So 5 a.m. we go. And now I had no support. It wasn't like I went to, this is all money out of my pocket. Yeah. And I just came from Thailand. And in Thailand, I spent about like $600 giving out stuff. Yeah. Right. So I did around the same this in Cambodia. Maybe not 600, but more like 500, something like that, something close to it. So I was like, okay, I did that there. I'll do the same over here. And when I bought the stuff and I put it in the car, and as we're going to these evacuee sites, like, it just wasn't enough. Like in Thailand, it was enough. It was so enough. Like I was giving people, and I bought out an ice cream truck, and people, it was enough. I didn't have to spend. But when I went to Cambodia, it was like all the stuff was just gone, and like so fast. I'm just like, damn. I wish I had more. And I felt so like, I felt bad. Like I felt like, damn, I ran out of stuff so quickly, and I didn't feel satisfied. And especially when I spoke to this lady, she said that she just had a newborn child.
Saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah. She said she had a newborn child, and the next day the bomb started flying and they left. That shit touched me. Like, I was like, damn, that's unfathomable for me. Like, what the fuck? Like, you just have a baby and now you're in the rain. Yeah. In fucking in a tent with a newborn child. Like, that was so like, I wish I had $500, $1,000 right there to give it to her. I wish I did. And I really, I went back in that car and I was just like, fuck, bro. Like, I was hard on myself because I'm like, damn, I gave her like about, I don't know, $10, right? But I was just like, damn. So when the whole car ride, and then after that, we stopped and we seen some kids, and they were like swimming in the dirty water, and I was just, I said, man, I need to do more. right? I need to do more. So, but then I'm looking at my bank account. I'm like, okay, and I'm looking at the things that I need to do coming up, and I'm just like, it's not the smartest move, but so I went back to my hotel and I said a prayer, and I was like, you showed me this, God, you showed me this, and I just want to do more, so give me a sign and I'll stay. Like, and I was just talking about like my own money. Like, I wasn't even like bring some, because I don't like asking for money. I don't like doing this fundraiser stuff. I'll do it if I feel like, okay, I need to do it. But if it's just giving to people, it's what I want to do is just like my money. I do it with my money. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to put that burden on you unless you guys ask for it.
Yeah.
Then, okay, fine. But I don't want to be every step, oh, let's fund this, fund that. Nah, I don't want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? So I just said to God, like, give me a sign that I need to stay. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll sleep on it and I'll wake up and you let me know. You know what I'm saying? So I woke up in the morning to a text, and because I dropped the Thailand video that day. While I was in Cambodia doing that day. So when I woke up to the text, it was somebody that donated to stuff before, and he's like, yo, bro, I love what you're doing. And you do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you doing it, you're making me proud. Like, you're doing this like in a way that, I wish I could. And I really, just let me know anything you need me to do, I'll support. So I said, hey, brother, I think you just answered my prayer, man, because I don't want to ask you, but since you asked, I would love to go back to these people and finish what I feel like I started yesterday. Yeah. I just don't feel like I did enough. So he said, man, give me a Cash App or give me your PayPal. So I said, okay. I sent him a PayPal. 10 minutes later, I was eating breakfast. He sent me a text. Yo, I sent 7,000, just do it.
Holy.
And I said, okay. I said, man, thank you.
Wow.
So I called the driver, and
you got like extra car too that day.
That called extra car.
Yeah.
Went to the store, whatever store it was, and I didn't have my card and I didn't have cash. So I had to use my phone tap. Right? My phone tap, because I lost my card recently. So I just been using my phone tap. And I went to the supermarket and I was just tapping so much, like 150, 200, just tapping. The bank flagged me and stopped it. So I was just like, oh shit. So now I'm spending like an hour or two in the supermarket, like trying to talk to the bank, and I don't have my US phone on. And then I get to the bank and they're like, all right, we got to call your US phone. But I'm like, I can't. So they're like, all right, we can't help you. So I'm just like, okay, now this ain't going well, right? So I call my friend. I'm like, hey, and you can't. So in America, what we use is Zelle. So Zelle, bank to bank.
Yeah.
So that's what I use. And I'm like, I couldn't Zelle because Cambodia doesn't allow you to Zelle. Like, you can't even use that thing here. So I call my friend. I'm like, yo, man, can you Western Union me like $5,000? So not the same person that
yeah, like somebody else.
Just
Yeah,
friend.
Yeah, friend. Yeah.
So he's like, $5,000. I was like, yeah, yo, I promise, like tomorrow when I get back to Vietnam, I'll sell you the money. I'm good for it. So he's like, all right, cool. He Western Union me $5,000, right? And then I was able to buy all this stuff. So I was so happy.
Cash.
Yeah, he Western Union to me. So then I just boom, buying everything. I want this, everything. So everybody was just like, oh, just, stuff in the bags. Then we went to the local toy store, and then like we did that, stuffed the bags, bought everything, and yeah. And that's how it came about. And I'm very glad that I was able to stay, because if I wouldn't have stayed, then I wouldn't have met Nelly. And I feel like it was God guiding me to her. I feel like that was like something that it was a higher power that wanted that to be
Place you
seen.
that time, that
Yeah, it was
that
like
moment.
yeah, it was just. I mean, you know, you can't plan shit like that. You can't.
Yeah,
That's just like totally you putting yourself out there and just bring it, like whatever.
it's crazy though. Like I did not know about this. Why, like the money problem, the scanning problem. I mean,
Yeah.
I understand that you here using U.S. account is
Yeah, it's just a headache. I left that out because it was just like
yeah, it's unnecessary for
right. Yeah, we just need to get to the story, right?
True.
So, but that was the extra stuff that I went through behind the scenes that was just like,
wow.
making it prolong even more. And with the Nelly story, I don't know. Do you want to start talking about that, or we could kind of
Can go on. This is good. It makes sense now.
So with the Nelly story, it's like, actually, when we got to that part of the campsite, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had all these toys. We had like 500 toys. We had like about 400 chicken sticks. We had like about 500 bags of Pampers and food and rice and stuff. So we were just giving stuff out, just one by one. And it started getting really overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It started getting really overwhelming because the people they're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, so they're rushing, they're pushing, they're snatching, they're like a lot of that stuff going on. And they weren't really listening to the like everybody one line, everybody, and you don't expect them to. Like, they're going through trauma, they're going through a crisis, they need food. So I did that we were there for like 3 hours giving stuff. And after a while, we was giving the toys out and the kids just wasn't listening. They just kept on rushing. So I was like, okay, it's time to go. Let's go to another site. And I felt bad because it was like a long line of people, but we're like, let's go to another site. Like there's more kids and let's go to a lesser populated ones. We'll just hit like 5 of them. That way we can just give out all the toys, but without this big mob, you know? So we closed the door and I'm on my way leaving. But before that, Nelly had came around. When I first got there, as I'm looking at the footage now, you see her looming around. You see her just standing around, like looking at me. She's staring at me. Because now, in retrospect, I see she saw me as an opportunity to practice her English.
Yeah.
That she's been learning all these years.
Yeah.
I mean, however long she's been practicing, but she hasn't been using it because nobody around there speaks English. True. So when she saw me and she hears me talking English, she's like, wow, this is my opportunity. And maybe he speaks Chinese. So this is my opportunity to practice what I've been studying, right? Which is amazing, right? So she's just looming around and then like she says, hi, what's your name? Where are you from? And I'm talking to her and you could just tell she had a little attitude and she's just like, amazing. So that first, hey, what you doing? And I'm like, oh, are you okay? She's like, yeah, we're okay. And she's like doing that. And like, I just was like, at that first glance, I was just like, she got energy. Like, Then I just moved on because I'm like, we got to give out these toys. We have a purpose here. So we're moving, giving stuff out, boom. Then when we had to leave, she came up one more time and she's like, okay, bye-bye. So I'm just like, oh, do you need something? Because you was online. Do you need something? She was like, oh, I'll take a toy, whatever, boom. So, all right, okay, take care, boom. Bye. We get in the car, go to like 3-4 more sites along the way, like the road. Because there was the major site, but then there was on the road, there was a lot of people camped out right on the side of the road because they didn't want to be in that big, like, populated place. So they rather stay a little small. So we hit those up and then we got in the car and we started driving. I took a nap. I fell asleep for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. Then I woke up, I'm like, I'm thirsty. So the driver stopped on the side of the road and there was like a little store. So we all got out and I bought a coconut and I'm just sitting there drinking it and I'm thinking like, I didn't even talk to that girl. Like, damn, that girl spoke perfect. She spoke good English. Like, I didn't even talk to her. I didn't even get to like say anything to her. I didn't even get to hear her story, because I'm pretty sure she could tell me what's going on. Like right now, from what I'm hearing, is just the drivers telling me stuff, but they don't know. They're not the ones. It's not their families that's camped out in these places, and none of these people here can really exactly tell me what's going on. They're telling the driver, and the driver is telling me, but things are lost in translation. So I wanted to ask the right questions, and I'm like, she was the person, and like, why did you stop and talk to her? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm contemplating. I'm like, yeah, I need to go back there. So I tell the driver, I'm like, hey, I need to go back over there. So they're like, oh, they're giving me every reason not to go back because they want to go home. So I'm like, yeah, what time does the sun go down? They're like, well, we got another like hour, right? I'm like, all right, that's perfect. One of y'all need to drive me back. I'll pay you extra. So when they heard pay you extra, they was like, okay, fuck it. I'll take you. So he drives me back 30 minutes, 35 minutes. We go back. So they're telling me, hey, she probably left and she probably went home, or I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. You know what I mean? But like, I'm getting this feeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting this feeling right now. And I need to follow that feeling, you know? So whether I find her or not, I need to look for her. So we go back, park the car. The sun is almost about to go down, but it's still there. And perfect time. It's dusk. So we get out the car. I walk just a little bit, and I hear this voice. You're back.
Oh my God.
So I look. I'm like, where is this voice?
Wow.
It's Nelly right there. She's like, and her tent is right there. I didn't know that because before we was over here giving the stuff out on the line, but now I know where her tent is at. So it's right there. So you're back. So I'm looking, I'm like, oh, I'm like, you're the reason why I'm back. Come here, let me talk to you. So I'm sitting there talking to her. And as I'm talking to her, I just had this feeling like, wow, like this is like, your story is like so touching, you know? And the way she's delivering it, the way her eyes, the way she's moving, the way like the pain that's coming out of her story was just like amazing. Like I was touched there, like just listening to it. And I was just like, man, I knew that this story, I knew that this clip was going to go, I knew it was going to go crazy. So that's why when I went back to Vietnam, I immediately edited that clip before I even dropped the video. I wasn't even done.
Yeah.
I didn't even start editing.
I was looking for your video because
I didn't even start the video yet.
Yeah.
I didn't even start editing the video. The first video I edited out of that whole Cambodian thing was Nelly. Because I said that needs to go out there now. Right? Because it's just the way she just explained herself and the way that she explained her pain.
Yeah.
And the way that she fearlessly still had this love inside of her, this positivity inside of her. I felt like that encapsulated the Cambodian people. That right there, that what I saw was the encapsulation of the Cambodian struggle and the resilience that the Cambodian people have. Not just now, but throughout history.
Yeah, we've been through a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so damn, who goes through that? Like, I mean, I'm saying like a lot of people go through that. Like her story is, you know, it's not like she's the only person that went through that, right? But to be so young and have to go through that and to be so, you know, you could tell she really loved her father. You could tell she really
loved that father's line was, I got goosebumps because it's really touching.
Yeah. You know, you have a daughter, so you know how, you know how like, you know that's the type of bond that's just like, you know, so I was like, yo, this story, this needs to go out there right now. The people need to hear this. Yeah. So I didn't know it was gonna go viral. Like,
it's obviously like thanks to you because it's really put people into perspective, you know, in terms of how to say it. expressing ourselves sincerely to what people who came to visit us. And like I said in the beginning, I would never thought that someone like you, let alone a content creator, would visit a place like that during this time. Even me, like if I want to go, probably people will be like, "Don't go. It's not safe." You know, it's like that. You know, I mean, I don't blame them for stopping me, but I was there anyway. But I was doing different things, and it's all connected to why you staying and what caused you to stay, what allow you to stay, and then even that you have to go through this transaction issue. Then you got the solution, and then you gotta go, and then you manage to find her for a second time,
Right.
which is something that it's not in the script. This is like
No.
off script.
You can't script
You
this.
cannot script this. Yeah.
Yeah, you need a big budget. You need Hollywood to script this.
I don't think Hollywood would be able to deliver this type of
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That was just
interconnected
yeah.
situation. From praying to getting your friends, your supporter to donate this amount of money, with the fact that he trusted you with this fund, and you able to physically go through this obstacle of like getting able to pay the store and then go there and then find the right driver. I think it's all related to this, it's okay. One thing is definitely your praying has been answered, right? But then it's also who are you as a person? All of that complementing each other to a point where right now is Nelly is getting all the support that she deserves,
Right.
which is quite good.
Right.
And how is it you said it, that you came to Cambodia. It's not just it looks like you're giving, right? And that is the end of your video. Is really touching. But then you said, instead of giving, I receive, right? I want to hear that part. Like, what type of perspective did you get from us?
Man, I got, so, I mean, yeah, like I was giving, like, monetary, giving stuff. But what I got back was so much more, right? What I got back was Nelly's story, like just the resilience, man. Just like, life is crazy. You never know what's gonna happen, and you never know how other people are suffering. You might think that you're suffering, but you look at it and it's like, damn, well, my suffering isn't even half as bad as that suffering. That's the different level of suffering. And then that person might be like, I'm suffering, but then see something that's happening somewhere else and be like, oh, well, my suffering wasn't half as bad as that suffering. So what I got from all of that was just that, we're here for a little bit of amount of time, right? And you can choose however you want to spend your time, whatever it may be. You can be in the club, just partying away, spending your money like that, and just, for happiness, if that makes you happy. You can just go vacations a lot. You can spend it, however you want to spend your time. But what I got from being there was not enough people are spending their time really connecting with these people, and I mean, I don't blame them. This is like dirty work. I mean, not to say that, but it's dirty work, meaning it's dangerous, meaning it has all of these things, but those people are forgotten because of that. And I remember I used to be the forgotten kid. I used to be the kid that nobody even thought about, helping. Like nobody even thought about that. And I remember looking and like, damn, why isn't nobody helping? And I remember asking my grandmother, like grandma, why is nobody helping? Like why? Like, and then she just explained to me, well, everybody's not a good person like that. Some people are just, they don't help. So I remember I was like talking to my grandmom while she was like showering me, and like I was just like, well, I don't want to be one of those people. And she was like, you're a good boy. Yeah. So I always remember that. I haven't lost that, you know?
Yeah. When it stays with you,
Yeah.
what inspired you to become and to not become, stay with you. And I would say that's why it is important to spread the good influence to kids while they're young. This will influence the rest of their life. Eventually, when they recall those memory back to what happens to them, say for Nelly, for example, I'm pretty sure that in the future, when she became someone who's well known or accomplished all her goals, she probably remember that, hey, you know what, my life changed
Because of this person.
Yeah, and then now it's my job to deliver this or forward.
Right, and that's how your legacy stays.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Like if I spend all my time, I got so many friends that are constantly like, yo, come party, man. Come do this. Come over here. Come pop. Come hang out like this. There's girls here. There's this, that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fun. I like that too. But there's no legacy there. You know, after you drink that bottle of liquor, after you have that time with your friends and have that's gone. Like you really didn't, that doesn't go forward, you know?
Yeah.
But when you go and put yourself out there and you help somebody, like I helped Nelly, you know, that pays forward.
Yeah.
You know? That she might, like you said, how many people will she probably help in the future just knowing that? But the thing is, how many people that watch that video
are inspired to do the same thing?
Inspired to do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So like that one gesture could have like possibly changed hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Or affected hundreds of people. You know? Just that one gesture. And that's so crazy to me. Like just one thing. Like I just decided to go do that. Well, it was more than one thing because there was a whole lot of things, you know, but it was my decision to go to that border and, you know, and capture that story that was able to inspire so many other people and so many other things. And that's just what I feel like my life should be about, what my life has come to, you know? And I mean, a lot of people don't know, I come from a very dotted past.
Yeah.
You know, I come from a very you know, there was a time when people just didn't believe in me at all. There was a time when people just thought that I was never gonna amount to anything. There was a time when people looked at me like I was an animal. You know, there was a time when people looked at me like I was just worthless and just not worth a second chance or third chance, fourth chance, fifth chance. Yeah. So, and I came from, you know, I was in gangs, you know.
I can tell.
Yeah,
I see you interact with the one in Taiwan.
Yeah, I was in gangs. I was in prison. I did.
You did time.
I did a lot of time actually. I did
Okay.
the last amount of prison time I did was 10 years straight.
Whoa.
But before that, so all culminated, I probably did like 18 years, 16 years, something like that. All, you know. So I had a very troubled childhood, you know what I mean? Just getting in trouble all the time. And I remember people, you know, people telling me that you ain't gonna be shit. Like you're gonna die in jail. People telling me that, and I just at that point, you know, but at that point, I thought, well, maybe that's the truth. Well, fuck it, you know. But now, when I decided I was gonna change my life, and that's not what I wanted, I was like, I have to prove them wrong. You know, like I don't want that. That's not how I want to finish my life. You know. So once I got free and I was able to do what I decided that it makes me feel alive. You know what I'm saying? When I go and give stuff and help people and these little kids, like there's smiles, like shit, like that was like, man, I can't, like, you know what I mean? Give a little girl, she's in dirt, dirty, feet dirty, nails dirty. She's just in the worst situation that you would never want to see your own child in.
Yeah.
But you handed her that doll, and she was all smiles.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just like, man, if that's worth dedicating yourself to, you know what I mean? And you never know what that will do, you know? So I'm just very glad that I was afforded another chance so that I could do this.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah.
I appreciate it, man. The story is wow. I mean, honestly, to be honest, you have to go through a certain challenges in order for you to see something else or to see the reason why you are here. And also, like I said, when you did what you did for Nelly, accidentally, because when I was at a camp, I got to have some photo, not other kids who got this type of treatment, because there's this journalist who were post his post there, so he did a lot of photographing, and then he took some of my childhood photograph. Those how I got to know what happened and how my house, my camp looked like. I remember, but I mean, picture tell more story, right? And that's what inspired me to become a photographer. And then that day when you did it for Nelly, I was at the other camp taking photograph for other kids, got goosebumps, and printed for them. And there's one kid I met twice. One I was flying drone. It's like 5 of them like watching me flying drone. I just say, come sit. I let them, you see everything, right? And then that kid, I see him again. It's like, where's your drone? I don't see your drone. I'm like, wow, you remember me? Yeah, I remember you. I'm like, he met so many people. But me, like, he just saw me that day for like 5 minutes only flying drone. But he remember who exactly I am, that I was flying drone with him. So I took his photograph, and then, you know, and then got me thinking, it's like, oh, I'm doing this because somebody else did this for me. And that's what really, like, you know, instructed me to feel like this is quite important for them to have their memory from the camp. I mean, of course, nobody want to have, like, you know, like to live there forever, but it is good to remind themselves that they've been to there.
This is what you went to.
That's where I was, and then it looks like this, you know, and then a little bit of smiling, a little bit of good looking as well, like, you know, those things matters. I don't know, maybe they become, like, you know, a photographer like me in the future. Who knows?
Yeah.
But at least, you know, I can give something that I was given.
Right.
Which is something that quite important these days.
You never know. See, I'm like, it's the little things, like, because sometimes when you're a child, you don't remember a lot, but you remember certain things. And it might be the smallest of things.
Yeah.
One person giving you something, one person saying something, one person doing something. And that, just one clip of, you just remember it for the rest of your life, and there's a lesson there for you, and it guides you throughout the whole.
Yeah.
You never know.
Totally.
Right. So, you know, like for Nelly, like, you know, she'll never forget this.
I'm sure she
would never forget this.
Yeah.
This is something that she'll remember and tell her kids. And, you know, maybe when she's older and successful and have whatever she got going on, and she has kids, and she tells them, and, you know, and she brings her kids to the campsites to help, and, like, you know, tell her story, like, oh, well,
this happened to me.
This happened to me, and some guy just came, and, you know, so we have to do this, and, you know, like, yeah, that's how life is, man. I'm glad I could be a part of it in creating some very memorable moments here in Cambodia. Like, I never knew that wasn't expecting this, you know, but.
No, for me either, you know, like I said again and again, seeing you went there, like you're probably the only person that I expected to go, but it was not even in my mind that you would have.
Right.
But then it takes a lot of, you know, how to say it. It's not an easy decision, like from my perspective, from what I saw. It takes a lot of dedication to say, hey, I'm going to go. It doesn't matter what happened. I'm just going to go through it.
Balls. It takes a lot of balls.
Yeah. Big balls. Big fat balls to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just how I am. Like, I'm just.
Yeah, that's you. That's like me. People who watch you know.
Yeah.
People who watch you know. But I mean, people who doesn't, they will be like, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is the point of a good raw storytelling, though.
Right.
It is,
you gotta be able to take a risk.
Position yourself in the situation where most people would not want to go.
Right.
Yeah. And also, the extra edge of an expectation of what when you went
right. That man, that is like that's the shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the sauce right there. Like you can't, you want to control stuff, but the times when you just let yourself go and let all control, like you just don't control shit, and you just that's when the shit happens.
Yeah.
If you try to control it too much and you're just gonna be fighting wind, but when you just let yourself go, you fly.
Yeah. Totally. But we've been talking almost an hour now. I actually wanted to do more, but I don't want it to go too long because we can do next time.
Right.
I can go to Ho Chi Minh and see you.
Sure.
I have a lot of friends there as well. And I think this time is more like an introduction for you to Cambodians. And then later we can, as we know each other more and more, we can go a little bit deeper. But to conclude this, okay, the story has been told already from your video and the stuff that people didn't see. But I want to hear your experience with Cambodians. Like in your video, I'm pretty sure when people go see, they will see you and like Khmer New Year, you went to Lowell, and then you like have Cambodian friends. Like how long have you known Cambodian for?
Well, I didn't grow up with Cambodians because in New York, there were Cambodians in New York, but I didn't.
Oh, you're from New York?
Yeah.
Where? Bronx or?
Well, I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Queens.
Oh,
The
Queens.
Cambodians in New York, they were in the Bronx.
Yeah.
But I didn't really spend too much time.
Yeah.
So they were Cambodians there, but I didn't. It wasn't like I really came across too many when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And then, however, once I started going to California, that's when I started coming across the Cambodians.
Yeah, so many.
Yeah, and then Atlanta, and then like
we also have.
Right.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, Lowell, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Then once I started traveling to these places, I'm like, wow, the Cambodian and then,
network.
Right. And it was just off bat, like immediately I connected with their grit.
Yeah.
I connected with their struggle,
Yeah.
Like and I tend to gravitate towards struggle. I can relate to it. I can empathize with it. I can that's what I'm comfortable with. When I'm around people that just never been through struggle and just like it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
I don't Yeah.
I
can't relate to you, And I kind of resent you for not going through anything. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. At least put yourself through some.
Right. Like, what? You never been through anything. I mean, I can't, people, but I just can't relate to people that's never been through anything. But with the Cambodian people, yeah, like you guys been through so much and still like push and that resilience and that like, and that fight. You know what I mean? Like I respect it. Coming from where I come from, you gotta have that fight, and I saw that fight in the people, and I have a strong, respect for that, and I connect with the people like that. So when I went to these different neighborhoods, Long Beach, Atlanta, all these Stockton, all these different
Stockton also.
Yeah, I've been through all that, and you just talk to these people and you hear their stories and it's just like, like, yeah, if you watch a little bit more content, I've been to Stockton. I went to connected with the Cambodians out there and got their story and a lot of Cambodians actually, you know what I mean? And because it's just, I resonated with their story the most, out of the Asian, the people in America. But yeah, huge respect for the Cambodian people. And I mean, here's the thing with what you said earlier, I don't have a side. Like I'm not, just because I was in Thailand documenting that story doesn't mean I don't support Cambodian people or I stand against Cambodian people. And I feel like that people that do that, that's unfair.
Yeah.
That's unfair. You shouldn't do that. Like, because at the end of the day, people are people. You know, yes, you guys have differences. Yes, there's differences and there's all types of problems going on. But at the core heart of it, you know, Cambodians and Thai people have so much alike. You know, so much alike. You know, and it's very sad for an outsider like myself to see it happening, because a lot of these things is just, I don't want to minimize it, but it's not worth that. You know, it's not worth that. And that hate, that, oh, you guys are, that hate is not good for you. It's not good for you. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't fix anything. It doesn't help anything. It doesn't help anybody's future. You know, it doesn't do any of that. What it does is just divides and just the hatred, and just makes you like, it makes you sick, you know? Like, so yes, there's problems, and I'm not here to say who's right, who's wrong. To be honest, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? What I do care about are the people on both sides, the children on both sides that have to be bombed out of their house, that have to worry about, you know, losing their legs and arms and shit flying from the sky. And that's both parts. And if you're a human being with a heart, you don't want that to happen to no child, nobody, you know? So my message, you know, is yes, there's issues. I'm not going to go into the middle of that, but don't have hate for the people, bro. Like these people are the same as your people. You know, like these people at the border are the same on these people. And that's what I seen when I got there. I went to both borders, talked to both people. Both people, they didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
You asked them, hey, what's this war about? He's a farmer. I just wanted to stop. You asked Cambodians, what's this about? What is this war about? I don't know, but my child is like, you know, scared to death. You know, what the fuck? Like, you know, that's not, you know, the people that's pushing the buttons, they're not the ones that's risking their children. You know, the people that's pushing the buttons, it's not their children and their grandmothers and their mothers that have to run from one side to another side in not eating and having a shower in a pond, dirty ass pond. It's not them. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's a sad thing, but I would like to, you know, just promote that, hey, we're all people at the end of the day. And when it's all said and done, me being from America and having to fight other people like other races because they look at all of us the same and they put us all in the same thing. So it doesn't matter if you're Chinese, if you're Thai, if you're Cambodian, if you're this, we're all here. We're all in this box, right? And we all have to be protecting ourselves from all of these other people that look at us like we're different. So I don't look at Thai, Cambodian, Korean, Chinese. I don't look at that. Vietnamese, I don't look at that. I say we're all Asians. We're all Asians. You know, there's so much similarity in our cultures and our food and our way we think and the people, the way we are. You know, we don't need to be hating each other. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's my message.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's really deep, and it means a lot coming from you. I mean, I'm pretty sure that both sides, there are people who understands, and also like you said, there's stuff that we don't understand and we don't want to ask, but to look at the people who are suffering. Of course, this is you know, the cause of war. It make these things happening all the time, and I'm the one who born in that, so I know how it feels like, and I don't want them to feel the same because it is unfair for them at that age to go through that, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully everything will be back to normal. And to add on top of that, like, you know, if you are just a neighbor, it's okay, you can move the house, but this one is a country, you cannot move a country,
Right.
so let's learn how to live with each other, you know, and let the higher up, they deal with each other. And then, you know, we just heard the news that they had agreements that stays good to be back to square one, and then, you know, rebuild. right? And besides for that, that's not our job to discuss, but we just express our feeling toward the people, and hopefully you will keep coming back. Let me know next time. I'll make sure you're not alone. I feel bad, man, because I watch your video. I'm like, fuck. If I've known him, I would have at least put someone in contact and then have eased the process. But that's also good because you experience Cambodia as it is.
Right.
You meet people who even if they're bad, it's still that's bad, right? I don't want to be like, oh yeah, it's good people, just meet good people.
Right.
I'd rather have you meet the real people, than learn from it, right?
Right.
No, but next time let me know. Like if you need something urgent, I can connect you with certain places so that you don't have to worry about this thing too much. Like say with the cash problem, right?
Right.
You are lucky because your friend trusted you.
Right.
Otherwise, could have been
fucked.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
No
Thank
doubt.
you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Akon, Akon. You know this word, right?
Akon, yeah.
Akon is thank you. And let's do next time longer and much better because this is like a warm up. And guys អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាអាចតាមដានវីដេអូគាត់បាននៅលើ YouTube. You have Facebook? You use it much?
No.
You prefer YouTube? I said YouTube, right? And IG. I'll put up here so you can follow.
But I have a Facebook. I mean, they could go to my Facebook.
They're gonna go to your Facebook.
Right, yeah.
There are many people using Facebook.
Right.
I put your Facebook too.
Yeah.
Right? And then I'll see you again soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me know. Thank you.
No doubt. Thank you, brother.
ជម្រាបលា means goodbye. ជុំរៀបលា
Jum Rip Lia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Akon.
Bye bye.